Shield all the guns of the foe and still get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Ready to go. We're coming through. Make your jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachute, get all those blocks.
And today on Have a Knife Day, let's talk about Seax, the Condor Knife and Tool Seax. It's called the Sigurn and was designed by Joe Flowers. First impressions, I really like the combination leather and kydex sheath. It has two snaps here. You unscrew it, flip it around, you have an ambidextrous sheath. I thought that was really, really cool. Here we go. Another thing, as far as ergonomics go, well, let's look at retention. There you go. It didn't go shooting across the table. But when we look at this, it contours to the thumb, and it's very easy to find it and to draw it out. There's the fuller canvas micarta, full tang, smashing pommel, lanyard hole, of course, So let's sit this down and let's take a look at the story behind the Sigurn. Named after a mythical Valkyrie, the Sigurn knife is a tactical masterpiece. With a nod to the Seax style of swords, this tactical tool has a welded smashing pommel and fuller to help with weight distribution and blade control. The Sigurn knife also has an ambidextrous sheath that is a kydex leather hybrid. The 5mm thick 1075 carbon steel blade tops off at 5.5 inches, making the overall length a little over 10 inches. Just as usable in the woods as the battleground, the Sigurn knife will rescue you from any danger. So let's go over the specifications. The cutting edge is 5.63 inches, with an overall length of 10.31 inches, with a thickness of 0.20 inches. It weighs in at 13.41 ounces. The blade itself is made of 1075 high carbon steel. Now the finish, mind you, this finish is in certain areas, of course, and it is a black traction powder coating. You don't know how many times I had to say that. Something about the word traction. Now the grind is a flat grind with second bevel, micarta handle, and it is a kydex with leather belt loop, and I really, really like it. So now that we've gone over the specifications, let's learn about Joe Flowers. Now here on Have a Knife Day, we don't just talk about the knife and the manufacturer, but we also talk about the people who designed the blades. And for this blade, that would be Joe Flowers. Owner of Bushcraft Global, Joe is an avid outdoorsman and instructor. This friendly American lives in the mountains of North Carolina, where he freezes his rear off every winter while dreaming of the jungle and the animals in it. Following his love for the outdoors, Joe graduated North Carolina State University with a bachelor's degree in zoology with a minor in entomology. All throughout that time, he ventured across the United States and beyond, searching for animals and learning primitive and survival skills. Joe had always been into knives and outdoor primitive living ever since he was a child. And with that, he started writing for Tactical Knives magazine. Since then, Joe has gone on to write for Reliance Illustrated, Backpacker Magazine, SWAT Magazine, Survivor Quarterly, Backwoodsman, New Pioneer, Master Woodsman, Equip to Endure, and American Frontiersman, to name a few. Joe's love for machetes teamed him up with companies like Condor Knives, and his machete and knife designs are well known throughout the knife world. Joe has also worked with custom makers to produce good, dependable outdoor knives as well. Joe works frequently with Tops Knives, a U.S. manufacturer and official sponsor of Bushcraft Global, designing for them and brainstorming ideas. Joe frequently travels around the world from South America to Europe in search of the outdoor skills of various cultures and passing them on to everyone else he meets. So there you go, another wonderful Seax to add my collection. Of course, I've been calling it tool and knife when it should be knife and tool. Or is that backwards? I can't remember right now, but it's just one of those days. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed looking at this knife and learning about the designer. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as always, have a knife day.